Okay, I don't know how this YouTube thing really work. Don't even know if you see my face or not. It doesn't matter. Anyways, because I know if you see my face, I'm like tired as heck. I'm going off of like no sleep. I haven't been able to sleep because there's like a lot of things I've been going through. Just thinking about my mom a lot and what all she's gone through in the hospitals and everything else, and it's been a hard thing. Can't hardly sleep at all. But just want to say I'm making this because I want people to know to, if you love your parents, your grandparents, or whoever, keep an eye on them in the hospitals and everything because a lot of these hospitals just don't care. A lot of doctors don't care. Now, I'm not saying all, but a lot don't care about your parents. And once the insurance gets to be used enough and any on that Humana or whatever, it's definitely, I guess time for them to say, you need to leave or whatever. But at first, my mom was treated okay. She's treated good at first, Then after that, guess her stay was being too long, and they started treating her bad. But when I got her here from Louisiana, she was in good shape. She actually had a heart attack, and then she had a hernia. Living in the house with my sister. My sister didn't even know. Nobody tried to know or whatever. She was throwing up, and I found that out from the children because I asked them. And she had a heart attack when she got here. We took her to the hospital, and we found out that she had a heart attack. And it was a hurting thing to me, And then she had a foot that was messed up, and nobody seems to know what happened to her foot. She said she heard it and dropped something on it, and then after that, pulled it with her pants and leg and the hem, I guess, and it made it irritated and sore. And she's been bothering her for a long time, and nobody took care of that. Then I hear from her doctor, which really was amazing, that she hadn't gone to the hospital in 2 years. And I'm like wondering why. Didn't you find out why? See what's going on, and you saw, like she said, when my mom did come in, her granddaughter, the little one, came in with her, not my sister, her mom. So it's like a lot of stuff been going on. It's like first when I came to Louisiana, mom kept telling me about her eyesight, and I know I look like I'm tired. I'm really tired, but I gotta say this. And I kept telling her, she kept saying, I'm getting shots in my eyes. Her doctor was Dr. Abraham. That was his wife ended up being her doctor, and he was giving her shots in the eyes. I'm like asking her, are you diabetic? And she says no, and I'm like, why are you getting shots in your eyes? And she don't know, but she's hoping, it's supposed to help me and all that. I'm like, Mom, I don't understand why you getting shots in your eyes. That's not gonna help you. She was able to see a little bit at that time, but she like gradually kept letting them give her shots. I came there and I stopped them, and I told them that not to do it, and I told them the things that she's saying was happening, the side effects and everything with the shots supposed to do. That's what it was doing. So stop. And when I left and came back to Florida, she told me when I went back to Louisiana, 2016, she said, I'll let them start back. I'm like, wow, okay. But she done started before 2016, but I went back in 2016 and she told me that. But anyways, then she ends up with no eyesight. She couldn't see at all. So, people just get, these out to get paid to get their yachts and their houses and their cars, a lot of them, not all of them. And it's a heck with your people and and so it's like I went to this other doctor out here. We went to the hospital out here when I brought out here to get her checked out and everything. It's St. Joseph. And, I told him about her feet because she complained about it hurting so bad. And so we told him about her feet, and it seemed like nobody would take care of her feet. And then that's when they found out she had a heart attack, so they want to take care of the heart. They said that's the biggest problem. So we're like, okay, we understand that. Okay, we need to take care of this feet because this lady been talking about this feet. I mean, she'd been talking about feet before she came here a long time before she came here because she's telling me on the telephone how her feet hurt so bad and all this kind of stuff. And then they had a freezing in the house and all kinds of stuff. See, I'm saying this stuff, y'all, because you need to take care of your parents. You need to make sure they're taken care of. You can't even trust your siblings to take care of them. If you love them, take care of them. And, then my mama, we, tried to I made appointments. I did all kinds of stuff going around making specialists and everything, appointments for her, praying and hoping my mom was going to be better and we were going to enjoy life together here in Florida. Because I finally got her to come. I've been trying to get her to get here since 2002. She wouldn't listen. You know, she wouldn't come and stay with me. She just had to take care of, be there to take care of her old baby, you know. But anyways, she went through a lot of stuff, and she, like I said, she let them bring her through a lot of stuff, and a lot of people wasn't taking care of her, wasn't looking after her as she should have been looked after, saying about her. My cousin Myron, he was there as much as he can be for her. I give him his props. I love you. My cousin, Sister Green, I love you. I thank you. Y'all been there for my mama, and I'll never forget that. And I love you guys for that. And it's like, it's been so hard, you know, going through all of this stuff, and I've been going through paperwork and all kind of stuff. And like I told y'all before, the people fighting me about my mama property. But anyways, I'm just gonna stay on this about hospitals and things, because then, you know, we took her to, she was like one night, or it's like the night before I had an appointment for her to go see the specialist, begging her, Mama, can you just please wait? No, my stomach hurt. So it's like, oh Lord, but if it's her appendix, I better try to get her there, because if something happened, I'm going to be to blame for this, and I don't want nothing to happen to her anyway. So we took her to the hospital, and this was South Bay. Should have never brought her there, because they say you check in, you don't check out. They didn't take care of the foot, didn't take care of the hernia. They found out she had a hernia. They didn't take care of that. Said they would, but they didn't. Then they called me and announced my mama for dying, say she was dying. She was doing so bad, and she was like deteriorating, and she was like gone, you know. It's just, and I need to get in there. I need to make a decision right now to say if I want them to make it easy for her to leave this world. I'm like, no, what? I'm crying my heart out. I'm like, God, what is the problem? I just left my mom. I was talking to her. So I'm like, no, I don't want you to do nothing. Ain't no death conference for my mom, because God brought her here. He knew how to take her out if he wanted her to go. So it's like, oh, you need to do this, you need to do that, and then all this kind of foolishness. And so I went back. My son drove me back. Levi, he drove me back, and Lorenzo, we all went, and Lamont, we talked, and my mom started talking, and we singing songs, like songs I forgot, you know, and we prayed, you know. And I told the people, I said, you know, because the mom was like a zombie. I'm like, oh, at first when I saw her, I'm like, don't give my mama no more pain medicine. Like, okay. So after I started been doing better, they told me, oh, we had to give her some morphine. I'm like, why? You didn't have to give her no morphine. I said, don't give my mama no medicine. Don't give her no pain medicine. So they still gave it to her, because they're like, you know, my mama pray loud and she'll call my name, but they want to shut you up. Morphine's for pain, not for to shut nobody up. You know, so this is what they did, and oh my God, I went through hell trying to get my mom out of there, and it was like, oh, she's dying, and she's doing bad, and her heart is gone out, and she had another heart attack. You got to send her to the hospital. I said, no, mom, you got to get a stent. Mama don't want no stent. No, just leave her alone. I want her out of here. Oh, then my mom was doing bad again. They gave her pain medicine again. So I'm like, this is crazy. So they said, well, she gets stable. Actually, Tampa General turned. The first they said, yeah, they were going to take her. We were going to take her to them. Then they had said she could stabilize and everything. And then this doctor on a computer, which I never met at first. And then I'll tell you when I met her. And then so she's like, she's doing real bad, just looking down on the computer. I'm like, what kind of foolishness is this? So then she says, well, you know, even if they put the pipe in her throat, then she won't be able to, it's not going to be good. Then they're saying, I say, but then the nurse saying, oh, well, she have to have this pipe, because if she don't have this pipe down her throat, she can't breathe. We need to do this to help her breathe and all this kind of stuff. She don't have no oxygen and all this stuff. So I'm just going crazy. I'm going crazy, and I'm just praying. Then I said, Mama, they want to put a pipe in your throat to help you to breathe. Everything started coming better after we were praying. And then she said, I don't need a pipe down my throat to help me breathe. She said, I can breathe on my own. I said, praise the Lord. You hear what she said? I said, so that's that. And she's able to say what she want. You're going to do what she say. So it's like, oh, then they looking crazy and everything. And then, so like the next day, my mom is like talking up a storm, and she's like doing well and everything. Until this doctor I saw on the computer, then she finally comes. And Because they actually told me they wasn't going to do nothing about her foot. They wasn't going to do nothing about her stomach or hernia because I refused to let her go to Brandon Hospital because I don't want her to go to Brandon Hospital. I want her to go to Tampa General, which they say is supposed to be a good hospital. But Tampa General started working in with them, and the doctor told me too. They won't let her, they're not going to let her come unless I said that she can. I'm like, okay. So they told us that they had a bed ready. They were gonna, they had a bed ready, and they were gonna bring her. We can bring her there if everything was stable. Everything is stable. Then the other doctor came in and said, she puts my mama up like this, look at it, and then she said, she's doing better. This the one told me to let her. She got to die. I mean, she got to let her go comfortably. And I'm like, okay. Then she asked me, do you have anything you want to ask me? I said, yeah. When is she going to Tampa General? I said, oh. They said we have to wait for them to get a bed. I said, they said they had a bed. You said she's stable. Oh, well, we'll talk back with them. We'll let you know. I said, no, I'm going to call them and find them. So I called them. The lady that she like nasty, didn't want to hear what I had to say. She told me whatever they're doing there, they're doing the same thing we're going to do here. And they refused. I said, you refusing my mama? Yeah, we refused. I say, wow. Okay, they refused. I said, I told them, I said, I still want her out of here. We're going to take her back to St. Joseph. So, got her ready and everything. They refused to let her out. We had to go to purity hell to get her out. So I'm like, look, I'm taking my mom out of here anyway, because you're not